Let me begin I want to welcome you to our wonderful program tonight. It is amazingly a beautiful night. Yeah, and I just feel like dancing all day. I can't just stop being happy just for some reason. I don't know what the reason is, but whatever it is, I knew deep within me, the Holy Spirit knew this is a week of miracle. Chandang, are you on the line tonight?
Yes, I am.
No, Chandang, the man from Southern Sudan in Seattle, Washington. Okay, your wife Vicky, are you on the line? Is it Viviana? What? Well, I want to report to you guys that I have received so much miracle testimonies tonight. A lot of it. Viviana called me some weeks back for me to pray for them to have a new home, a new house to move to. And she called me this evening and reported to me that they got the house. They got it. It's interesting. I am so happy about this. I am very, very happy. Just want to put this thing in a good focus. Well, what you are seeing on Justin TV is quite different from what is right here on our own side. Let me share with you that let me put this thing in your place. So they have a home they are moving into now in Seattle, Washington. I just wanted to make sure that they were not affected by the mudslide and all of that. They are fine. They are okay. They are doing well. Now, that's an answer. She called me to thank me for my prayer. Cheng, are you online tonight? I'm not sure. They are so happy. Maybe they are so happy. So let them celebrate. Maria of Nebraska, are you online tonight? Okay, Maria of Nebraska also received miracles. Settlement for the accident case. She got a settlement, but I told her the settlement is not enough. So the attorney is gonna fight again to get more. The thousands that they are giving to her is not enough. I mean, it's something. It's some good chunk of money, but she need more. So the attorney gonna go for it again. But as for her house, done. As for the money she needed for certain things, done. That's miracles right there. That is real miracle. There is somebody else whose name I do not want to mention in the Illinois area, and she's also received miracles. Opportunities are opening left, right, and center. I do not know whether she's on tonight. Is my sister from St. Louis area around? Okay. Possibly she is still at her job. So she's also a lot of open doors. Open doors everywhere. Barbara Alex called me. I prayed with him today. I prayed with your grandson, and I received your mail. Thank you. This woman is on to make every one of her children part of the Millionaire Club. I am very proud of you. There are many of you that are going to receive miracle this week as you've never seen in your lifetime. It's on. It is on. It's on. Tonight, I want to share with you something that will make you think. Make you really think. Because my job is not just to pray for you. My job also is to make you to become a thinker and to make you to begin to really see a reason why you should have a mentality of the rich, why you should be rich. Let me, please do not keep quiet, but you can just unmute your phone and talk to me briefly. Let me know where you are calling from tonight. Those who are joining me tonight, please let's do it quickly so that I can get into the teaching tonight. And I'm going to teach briefly. But what I'm gonna talk to you about tonight is gonna be something that will last a lifetime in your life. Let me know where you're calling from. I am calling from. This is Dr. Idika Imeri, and I am joining you from Wichita, Kansas, United States of America. Yes, let me hear of other people where they are joining me from. Virginia, okay. Devinda, please, Devinda, let's discuss immediately after the conference. I need 10 minutes audience with you. Okay. Okay, Virginia, who again? Wisconsin. Ohio. Los Angeles. Hi. The big powers are out tonight. Big powers are out tonight. Huh? Montreal, see, yay! Yep. The princess are out tonight. Okay, that's all we got. All right, let's continue. Because there are more than, when I entered, he said there were like more than 10 people or something. I don't know. So I only hear a few people. So I don't know where the others are. Okay. Nevada, good. Right. Well, if the rest do not want to say anything, well, let's continue. Tonight, I want to talk to you about why you should get out of poverty. Poverty is a mentality that has been sown into the universe. Some people make a glamour out of poverty. Some even take, what do we call it, vows of poverty. I don't know where, maybe those are religious cultures and traditions. They have nothing to do with biblical religion. Okay. Now, let me share. I ask the Holy Spirit to bless you as you come to share with me Millionaire 500 tonight. Let me begin to share with you about why you need to get out of the mentality of poverty that has been in your family for a long time. Now I'm going to share this with you. A culture of poverty, especially generational poverty, sometimes And many a time is passed on from generation to generation. Somebody need to be born to break it. Already in classical Christianity, there is a man that came, that was born in Bethlehem, in the land of Judea. His name is Jesus. He came, and what he did physically broke both physical, mental, emotional, and supernatural ties to poverty. The reason why many of you, so many people in the world, are poor is because they are tied down. There is a tie, T-I-E, a hold, a strong, powerful force that has been passed on through your genes and through the examples of your parents and through the way they live their lives. So a mentality of poverty, not just a mentality, emotional stronghold, socio-psychological strongholds of poverty has been passed on and has been loved and cherished by families after families. And tonight, God is asking me to break generational poverty in your family. Not only that, there are some of you who were born into rich families or middle class families that you were supposed to move on. But what has been in the family prior before a middle class person appeared came back to visit and got a hold of you. And so poverty continued. So in one way or the other, you've been satisfied with little money, with little jobs. You've been satisfied with just believing that somewhere in the by and by in heaven, things will be okay. And yet when you see wealthy people, you wish to be like them. You wish that you are the one driving the nicest car, living in the best houses, having the best property, rented out to corporations, rented out to businesses, individuals, families. You are making money. When you see people who paid a price, detailed lifestyle in order to get what they want in life, you envy them and you are jealous. But you comfort yourself with gospel by telling yourself, well, Jesus was after all poor. And yet there is no way in the Bible where the kind of poverty that the Bible talks about Jesus, the kind of poverty the Bible talks about Jesus is not what you think. It's talking about, this is somebody, this is divinity that owns so much, and yet he decided to live a life of wealth and riches in a very specific and special ways. Jesus was not poor when it comes to money. If Jesus was poor, why was Judas Iscariot a treasurer? Now let me ask you a question. Do a poor person have a banker or a treasurer, somebody to be in charge of money? If you have just a couple of hundreds of thousands, can you not count it? Can't you count it? Can't you manage a couple of hundreds of thousands? Are you listening to me? Unmute your phone, let's discuss. Do a poor man needs a treasurer, a banker, an accountant to carry the load of money, to keep it, to put it in his safe, to do the day-to-day running, administrative, financial administration? Do a poor man need that kind of person?
No, you can't even afford to pay for them.
There you go. No, you can't even. Do you know, let me tell you something. Do you know that the 12 disciples of Jesus were paid? Do you know that they were paid a salary? Do you know that they were paid a salary? Do you think that they just followed Jesus like a bunch of ragamuffins, a bunch of hoodlums? Do you think they just followed Jesus like a bunch of gangsters, homeless people? No way. Peter had a wife, had a family. All of them had families. They had wives and kids. They have parents. And it is written in the law of the Jews that anybody who doesn't provide for his family is worse than an unbeliever. Jesus will not break the law of the Jews by taking family men, calling family men out. They look at, like, what is his name? Who was the tax collector? Was it Matthew? Yeah.
Yes.
Zacchaeus?
They were Levi first.
Yes, thank you, Levi. Yeah, Levi. And then Zacchaeus. All these guys were tax collectors. Do you think Jesus will be stupid to deprive them of a money-making profession and turn them into useless, homeless rats? You must be kidding me. These guys were paid. Some people, when they hear the story of Jesus and the 12 disciples, plus the 72 disciples, because there were more than 12 disciples that followed Jesus. There were 72 other people. And then out of the 72, there were still more. But out of all these many that followed him, he chose 12. These people were fed, clothed, housed. Let me tell you, Jesus was a big manager. Jesus' ministry was a corporation, was a big business. It was a big business. If you didn't know it now. Jesus was into big time ministerial, kingdom, lifestyle ministry. These guys were eating good. So forget about where he said the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. He's talking about how life was in heaven. And for him to have stooped down to earthly realm is something that is what we call humility. Because you can't see how life is up there. And you want to come down here and live the kind of life we call real here. And what we call this is real. What we call riches and so on. To be compared to the life of the heavenlies, it doesn't really, yeah. These guys were paid a salary to take care of their families. So I want you to understand this. God does not call anybody to put you in poverty. Now let me go straight to what I'm telling you. Poverty will kill you. I'm being very frank with you tonight. God has asked me to speak to the Millionaire 500 people, especially those of you who want to join the Millionaire 500 who have not joined. Those of you who love the kind of lifestyle you were born into.
I am asked to announce to you that if you are enjoying poverty or enduring it or managing it or condoning it, that is gonna kill you one day. Because somewhere along life, you're gonna, let me tell you, a lot of people are sick. Not really because they are suffering from any sickness. They are sick because they are poor. They don't have enough money to meet their needs. They don't have enough wealth to support themselves.
Turn around your facing sideways camera.
What is that?
You have a camera facing to the side, like you're talking to the side of the camera, to the front of the camera.
Okay, let me do this one. Yeah, because the camera that is shooting is facing a different side. I've tried different things. So I'm gonna do it by the
The way that you're looking at the camera.
yeah. So when I look at the camera, I am not looking at the camera on the video streaming. That is where we are off. So I'm gonna try after this meeting, and I've talked to a few people. I'm gonna begin to work on how to make the camera that is shooting for the YouTube to be the same, to be facing the same side like the camera that is facing me. So it's two different cameras shooting from different angles. That's why you're seeing it that way. Yeah.
The one service when you did the YouTube was really good, and the one for the Justin was the one that I saw you on the side.
Right.
So,
Right.
that was,
Right.
I thought it was the same amount because I did have you on Justin that weekend.
Right.
It wasn't when you called me.
Mm-hmm.
I had dozed off a little bit. But when I resaw it, it was like, hey, that wasn't the same thing.
Right. It was
But
not.
then you have two different pictures right now as you're talking.
Right. So by the time you guys will see what is on Justin on YouTube, you'll discover that it's quite a different thing altogether.
Yeah.
Because what you are, the background you are watching on Justin is quite different from the background that you'll be seeing on YouTube. It's very, very different because a different camera is shooting me while a different camera is is streaming live. We believe that when they're blessing, there's something that is coming from Europe. The camera is coming from Europe. We will be, excuse me, we'll be able to stream from the camera at the same time that the camera is recording for DVDs, videos, and so on. So they will be the same. But right now, I don't have such a camera. Okay, so let me continue. If you continue to love, if you continue to love poverty, if you continue to enjoy it, you do not begin to hate it. You do not begin to kick it out of your life. You do not begin to do everything possible, everything good in your life to let go of it. If you do not begin the discovery of what you are good at and ask the Holy Spirit for the right location of where to, use it so that you can profit from it. This is a ladybug that somebody gave me. Let me put the ladybug here to suck some flowers. Yep. There we go. There is the ladybug. There we go. Yep. Some of you can now see flower with the ladybug on it. Yep, there we go. So, first of all, there are things that are going to happen in your life that if you do not have money, if you do not have the material resources to solve such a problem, to deal with the issues, you are going to become sick. Many of the sickness that people are sick of in today's world, they are sick because of, we call it malaria. You ask some people, they tell you they are suffering from flu. In Africa, we say the person is suffering from malaria. But I have also been able to coin a word, malaria, money problem. Let me tell you, if you are poor, you are sick. Poverty is a sickness. And you need to do everything good to get out of it. And that is why I am here as a consultant for Jesus, for you, so that you will not continue to suffer from the sickness of poverty. Because physically speaking, without the money that you need, without the material resources that you need, there is a time that money and material resources gonna hit you so hard that because you're poor, you're gonna become sick physically. Physically. Many sickness that people are sick today, they are not sick because they are actually sick. They are sick because of poverty. Poverty will make you sick. And sometimes the sickness of poverty will be so hard that it will kill you. I don't want you to go to heaven and God asks you, why are you here at this time? We don't need you here right now. Why are you here? And you said you took your life, or things were so bad, there was no money to pay the doctor for your sickness, so you died, you gave up. There are people who give up on life. Why? Because they are poor. Because like I am talking to you now and asking you, do something about your life. And when you decide not to do something about your life, along the way, something is going to happen. And when that happens, when the effect of poverty hits you, it's going to kill you. It will first make you sick, then it will destroy you. Poverty is a destroyer. You don't know how it feels when you live in somebody else's house and the person come to you to ask you to leave, pursue you, give you a quick notice, or suddenly raise your rent. You have no idea. If you could calculate how much you've paid on rent, you'll be sick. And many a time people are poor because they don't ask questions. They don't want to appear ignorant. So they do not want to find people who've succeeded in life to ask for help. Say, please, I need help. I need help.